Okay, so today we are going to be ranking Valorant agent mains based on personality, and this is all in my opinion from my experience. So, so here are all the tiers: toxic, aggressive, passive aggressive, kind of nice, and nice. So we're gonna start with Astra. I've never met a very mean Astra. They were super nice, super friendly. Just gonna put drop her in there. And for Breach, some Breach I met in both all these three tiers, rarely here, but usually in these two tiers. Let's get back to Breach later. Brimstone mains, I have not ever met a toxic Brimstone, but I've not met like a super duper friendly one either. Or the one who's I've never met a passive aggressive one or a super hella friendly one. I'll just put him in kinda nice. For Chamber, they're passive aggressive. I met a lot of passive aggressive Chambers. Mine, only few of them were actually nice. So I'm gonna just drop him in passive aggressive. So Cypher had this really toxic Cypher last game. It depends actually. I have met a couple nice Cypher, couple toxic, couple aggressive. I'll just put him in kind passive aggressive actually. And Deadlock, I haven't really met that many, but Deadlock means are pretty nice though. They're pretty nice. I just, for me, in my experience, I met like, I don't know, like kind of nice. I just drop her in kind of nice. Gecko, Gecko, they're kind of aggressive. I met like I've never even met like a really nice Gecko. They're usually just passive aggressive, so I'm gonna drop him in here. Harbor, the harbors I've usually gotten are like really toxic and they try to gaslight me a lot. He, but they just gaslight me usually. So I don't know if he's so. I'll just go ahead and put him in aggressive. It's my experience, by the way, okay? So it's not like I know everything, it's my opinion, as said before in the video. Now, Fade means a really nice man. I mean, I've met so many nice Fades. I've not even met a toxic Fade like once. Oh, Jet, oh boy, right up there. I mean, I met so many toxic Jets now. Like, I met very toxic Jets, but some of them were kind of nice too. But for me, most of them were like kind of toxic. They were like blaming me for everything, basically. Even though they were the ones that were doing anything. I'll just put him in aggressive. You can change it later. KO, I'm biased towards this. I'm kind of biased because I am a KO main. And KO main, I have never met any KO mains. But let's just leave him for later actually. Killjoy? Yeah, I'm putting her down there. Like, Killjoy mains are super duper nice. I've not met a single mean Killjoy main once. Neon, they're kind of aggressive. They're pretty mean. Now, actually, Jet's more toxic than Neon. So I'm dropping Jet into the toxic tier. Now for Omen. Omen, I met so many nice Omens. So many nice ones. So many nice ones. Reyna, I'll just put her in aggressive. I mean, Reyna mains, I've barely met nice Reyna mains, nice duelist mains in general. Like, I've not really met a super nice Reyna, only like once, but most games I get, the Reyna is just like kind of pretty mean. Phoenix, Phoenix is definitely the lowest. I haven't gotten like, I haven't gotten that many Phoenixes, but they weren't like overly toxic or aggressive. They're just like passive aggressive, kind of mean. So, for race, oh boy, no, I have not met a really toxic race ever. but I have met some pretty nice ones too. So I am inclined to put her in passive aggressive. Now Sage, we all know this. I think we all know Sage mains are like super duper nice, like so nice. Sky mains, they're kind of mean for a second and they're kind of nice. They're not really passive aggressive, and I'll drop her in kind of nice. Now for Sova, I think Sova will also be in the kind of nice tier because Sova mains are pretty chill, but they're not like super duper friendly like KJ mains and Sage mains. A Viper, I met some pretty mean. I've barely met a friendly Viper, like only once. Like barely meet friendly Vipers. So I'm putting her in passive aggressive, not really toxic. Now we are going to put Yoru. Yoru mains are pretty aggressive. I met Yoru mains, not including my duo, but Yoru teams just the Yoru team is just like, bro, get on site with me. They just team flash every time, and then they're like screaming in my ear. So for Breach, even though I scream in people's ears, but that's valid reasoning. For me, it's valid. For Breach, I think we are going to put him. These are two of the hardest ones. I've barely met a Breach. Breach is like. I'm just gonna tell you guys, Breach is pretty aggressive. Like they're mean as hell. I've never met a nice Breach. The nicest Breach I've met is like passive aggressive. Usually they're just aggressive. KO mains, I think they are like they probably should go into passive aggressive. Like in my, I've not met KO mains at all, but I'm sometimes passive and sometimes really aggressive. So this is like me here. And hope you like this tier list. This is plainly, in my opinion, my experience. It's not really super accurate. Hope you like the video. Make sure to sub and like the video. Thank you so much for watching.